Hi guys, just a fair little warning. This video is a little bit heavier, even though I've just recently started uploading some content, but I really truly feel in my heart that I have to do this. And I think a lot of you guys in this country think about it the same way. And I'm going to get right into it to not be blabbering and wasting your guys' time. But I have made a pretty big decision, and I'm really hoping that you guys are going to help me in this. And it's really going to be as easy as just subscribing, liking, and following my channel. A big goal of mine is the following. A lot of you guys, if you know me personally, I'm an enormous animal lover. And I am working more and more every single day toward a life where I don't eat animal products as much as I can. And when we do, we're going to source it from local, credible sources where animals are not suffering. Vegans don't come for me. I'm working on doing my best for me and my family. I'm trying to be a conscious consumer as well as buying cruelty-free products. And I will link a few things in the description below too about what you can do as a consumer to really help this. So the Beagle Freedom Project is actually an amazing organization that helps beagles, get them out of laboratories, and help try and hopefully end this awful experimentation that goes on in our country. I know it's all over the world too, but we have to kind of start somewhere, and at home here on US soil, I think is the best way to go about it. If this channel is going to be at a place where I can monetize it, here is my following plan. I'm just in the process of registering the Big Sky Beagle Rescue as a nonprofit here in Montana, and I will be utilizing this as a way to help, not necessarily only getting hound dogs to our property, because we'll just about be moved into our new property that has 10 acres in the woods in Montana. We will be living on that property too in a home, so it is going to be super exciting, and I am so excited. But to be completely transparent and honest with you guys, my heart is broken right now, because the more I look into this Ridglan Beagle rescue and the conditions, I actually joined that first Zoom meeting that this organization had about the rescue efforts that are going to ensue in April here. And I would love to be the first one to pick up a plane ticket and go over there. There's multiple reasons that I don't really want to discuss in detail why I can't. In part, it's because I'm a mom to little kids and some other things. But ultimately, I want to help in any capacity that I can, and I've donated so far to their cause to help support this. But also, I've decided to start the Big Sky Beagle Rescue, and my goal with this channel is going to be basically to show you everything about my life, how I make money, how I build my business, how I garden, how we live sustainably, and shortly how we're going to move into the woods to get out of town and to be more sustainable, to also build gardens and ecosystems for the environment, because I know that it's just a drop on a hot stone really when it comes to our society and how much there's going on right now. I can only say that as an animal lover, this whole thing that's in the media right now about the beagles and the awful lab experiments that are being done, not just on beagles, but also on cats and rodents and bunnies and all the things, it is sickening. I'm really having a hard time with this right now. But at the same time, looking away, it's one of those things like out of sight, out of mind. And so I'm being extremely raw right now with you guys, and I hope this isn't going to turn some of you off, but I basically am just saying that I am vowing to, and I will start putting this out there to prove it, any revenue that I'm going to be generating through this channel, if I manage to get this monetized someday. And I know this is far-fetched because I only have, I think at this point, like 58 followers, but it really costs you guys nothing except following along. And I won't be putting any graphic content out there, really. I know that a lot of you guys can't stomach this, including me. I'm a bit of a mess right now because I actually just came across another one of those videos that just makes me want to throw up. How awful this is. And anyway, so I'm going to do my part. I'm going to build this channel as best as I can. I hope you guys will enjoy it to its fullest. I will put a lot of positive content out there about our gardening experiences, tips and tricks like I've started doing, but it's also going to be about how I build a business, or actually at this point, multiple businesses. I'm going to be trying to be myself as best as I can, transparent, show the things that are working for us, that are not working for us, how we build a more sustainable life for us and our family. And we're also planning to build like a little petting zoo for local people and children to come to just be in touch with like us as people and nature a little bit more than a lot of us feel so removed. We're all worried about bills and money and all those things, and we kind of forget the bigger picture, I think. So all that to say is money isn't everything, but I do know that there's a lot of power in having some resources, financially speaking, to help organizations to make a difference. And it starts with every single individual. I've seen something so encouraging with this whole Ridglan animal rescue, and some of you might not have heard about it. I encourage you to go Google this and take a look. Maybe, depending on how tough you are, look pretty deeply and really research this, or maybe just skim over it in a surface level. It's horrible. It's so sickening, especially when you look into the legalities of things, like how, technically speaking, it seems like the Beagles are actually, there's actual felony abuse going on, and they are already in the process of losing their breeding license, but yet they're still moving forward with other things like moving the Beagles to their labs instead and finding loopholes. And it's disgusting. And you know, I know there's a million different opinions out there, but I think as a species, as a collective, we should and could probably all agree that this is wrong, especially nowadays with AI and having so much data and research already. There is no reason to, and here's a little trigger warning, feel free to skip ahead if you need to, but to shove laundry detergent down a dog's mouth forcefully and then let them vomit until they die. Like, this is disgusting. I'm sorry that I am being... Anyway, so my mission here with this channel is to provide all this positive content going forward, but there will be some of those topics that are a bit heavier, and I'll make this really obvious in the videos before you even click into it. I don't want to trigger anyone, but at the same time, if we don't do anything about this, nothing's going to change, and this is my way of actually producing at least a little bit of change, and I can only do my part. So I would love it if you liked and subscribed and watched my videos. Sorry, I had to move locations. So anyway, if you liked and subscribed, if you enjoy my content, seeing how we make this happen, and we're by no means rich, wealthy, or have inherited any sort of money, because I know a lot of times people think, how can I even do this on a regular budget? We do a lot of things in a very sustainable way, and I'm happy to go over these things a lot more in future videos, and I'll also go ahead and categorize my videos. So, you know, if you're interested in gardening more, you can click into that. If you're more interested in how do I build a small business, because I am a marketer, I also have 10 years of marketing experience behind me. So I'm happy to show all the things that I'm doing to make extra money, to be more financially free. But this channel is 100% going to be geared toward really making a difference for that nonprofit that I'm starting. So guys, help me get monetized. I'm going to be also making videos about monetization if I ever get to that point, and showing you, you know, my statistics and what's starting to happen if it ever does happen, and showing you exactly how I move the funds and everything. So I want to be completely transparent. This is not supposed to be a scam or a money grab, but I really just had this random idea thinking, okay, if I get this channel monetized, I could really use those funds for something super meaningful. And I think a lot of us, there's probably tens and thousands of people right now up in arms over this Ridglan Beagle rescue situation, and our hearts are all probably broken over this. So help me make a difference. Help me as a collective. Again, this is a way for you guys to help without spending a dime. Just join my channel, like, subscribe, watch my videos. But anyway, I really, if you made it this far, I thank you so much for your time. I will make sure that I will share very open and honestly going forward anything that you guys are curious about, and feel free to comment below or on other videos. What is it that you're interested in? What kind of content can I produce for you guys that you feel like is kind of missing out and about that I can speak to? So thank you again, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.